Hi guys, welcome to Tarot Spinning. My name's Kathy and today we're going to do a quick spin. So this quick spin is going to be, it's virtually going to be going from the full moon on the 26th of April through to the new moon. So we're sort of going to be going, that's about the 12th of May. So we're sort of going for about a 14 to 16 day period from full moon to new moon. So it's a general read. If you click on this, then I would say there's a message here for you to hear. I'm going to pop out the oracle cards and onto the spin, and then we'll see what one we get today to find out what this reading is going to be all about. And while I've got you all watching, would you please, if you could, would you mind liking or even subscribing to help the channel? Being it's in its infancy, as in it's not very old, and it will help. So if you wouldn't mind, that would muchly appreciate it. Oh, hello. We've got two there. Interesting to see if they come up or not when we spin. Sorry, these cards are massive. I have to sort of move stuff around to get them on. They can sneak back in underneath. Okay. Rightio. What is the reading about from new moon, full moon to new moon? Sorry, said it wrong. Full moon to new moon. Releasing is usually what's going on with the full moon, and then building to the new moon. This is the card. Right. Number 46. And I will just quickly look up. I do not know the names of the cards, and they're not on the cards. And I forgot to get this book out, so a bit of a whoopsie moment. It's all good. The fish thief. This is called the fish thief. Catching somebody in the act, stopping a bad event from happening, or nipping a problem in the bud early. So, interesting. Right, we're going to get some tarot now and go a bit deeper into this and see what else we can find out. Just move these ones around, seeing they're so gigantic. So, the fish thief. Card 46, if anyone's keen on the numerology side of things. What have we got to say about this reading? And then we're going from full moon to new moon. Let's see what we've got coming up for the guys for this reading. There's another card there, just snuck itself out. So again, catching somebody in the act or preventing. Catching somebody in the act, stopping a bad event from happening, or nipping a problem early, like nipping it in the bud. Okay guys, we have got, oh there you go, the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. So very much so, this reading is telling me straight away, 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords is arguing, giving and taking, pulling apart things and going back around and putting things back in together. There's a message coming in which will help bring this to light, because it's that little bird, that little raven or crow flying there with that little note, and being the 8 of Wands, it's fast moving energy, so this message will just come in, phone call, text message, I don't know about email, but or even in straight in your ear, but because there's a letter here, it looks like it's coming in the way of a message through. I don't know if it's going to be in a letter, but hey, it could be. Not much letters go on these days, but that's okay. Then we've got the Seven of Swords. Well, the Seven of Swords is somebody thinking they're sneaking around and doing something and you don't actually know, but you actually do know and you're aware of the situation. And there's the Five of Swords is the other card, which is all gossip, talking behind your back, all that sort of chat. So haven't really got anyone here like a court card to say who it looks like or what it's to do with exactly. But then we've got the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is quite a happy, joyful occasion where things are virtually celebratory. It's like a celebration, and you've got, you know, you're going out for dinner with the wine, and or you're going out to the pub, or whatever you're doing, you're going out and celebrating. So I'd say things are going quite good. Can we get some clarifiers, please, as to why this situation has come up with all this going on in the background? Rightio. You've got the Four of Wands, which is a celebration, and it's sort of can depict the home, the house, the castle, well, you know, engagement, marriage. It's usually a couple. As you can see, there's a couple in the foreground here, and they're holding hands, and their hands have been wrapped with a vine. So they're sort of, you know, that's they're having like the ceremonies happening as we speak. So wouldn't be general read for everyone that there's this Yep, not getting anything out of that either. I'm just looking at it going, yeah, it's sitting there, but that's what this celebration is. It's to do with this. This celebration is this ceremony, engagement, housewarming, marriage. It could be 21st, you know, it could be anything like that where there's somebody's actual birthday or something, because it's hard to say there, but I'm still looking at, you can see what all the drama's about. And all the arguing and the sneaking around. So we'll just get a bit more on this card. This read. Seven of Pentacles. So somebody is done a lot of work and put in a lot of energy into something. Got to move these up so you can actually see. The screen chops off right where this is sitting. Seven of Pentacles. So somebody's actually put in quite a lot of work and gone to a lot of effort. I put in a lot of effort and a lot of work into something, and if I'm getting the vibe of this right, I'd say there's some people that are talking about you and what you're doing in a quite nasty way, to be honest. Because that's the Farmer's card. It's all a lot of work and energy going into ploughing the field, planting the seeds, all that, you know, the farmer's, the analogy of a farmer. The Fool is a new beginning and a new path, and the King of Swords is usually legal documents. It can be an air sign, but I don't feel it's a person in this one at this point. But it's sitting on top of the Wands. It's like a contract for a house, or a buying something, or a contract for something. The Fool's a new path and a whole new way of life starting up on top of the Nine of Cups, so it's like a celebration. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles sitting on the gossip, the person that's doing all the gossiping. And the person that's sneaking around or stealing something or being shifty. There's someone being shifty. So, alright, I'll just read this straight up as I see it now, because I've looked and hummed and hard enough. Definitely some conflict and arguing and a lot of talk and a lot of give and take going on. News and information coming in around this situation. And I'd say somebody's actually doing something dishonest. There's something that's hidden from you, and it's not, you're not able to see what it is, but they're trying to steal or rip you off. It feels like they're trying to rip you off or take something from you. And if the reading's feeling right there for this, being general, I'm trying not to get it into one single funnel, but it's to do with a property or a home. the legal side of it. There's celebrating. There's a new way of life starting. The Farmer's card, all the hard energy and work going into trying to get it to happen. And we're going to put some more tarot out over the top to see why. It's like we've come into a story halfway through and we're standing there trying to work out what is this all about. So I'd say this is definitely already been happening. The Five of Cups. Before we've even got to this situation was already happening and running at the moment. You can come out. You want to jump out. There's the sun. And Two of Wands. I'm just going to keep going on top now and see what else I can make of this. Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Five of Cups here, it's definitely to do with an emotional situation, and someone has shown themselves out to be not what you thought, like they've actually hurt you with the way they're acting or speaking, or the way, or you find out about this situation, by the way. You definitely find out, or you either hear it, I don't think you hear it firsthand, but you definitely are made aware of what's happened in the background, where somebody's chatting away, talking about you in a certain way that's quite negative, and they've hurt you. You've got hurt feelings here a little bit about the situation, but here's the Sun. So the Sun comes in, and what's the achievement and what's happened and what's come into play, and it's either a celebratory situation, like we said with the Four of Wands, and it can definitely be to do with an engagement, a marriage, a housewarming. I'm not sure, I can't see any cards to indicate babies, but you wouldn't know if it was the birth or news about a baby, because it's definitely to do with the message that comes in. And your good news, I think when you go around and start telling everyone the good news that's going on, some people aren't very positive about it. This situation hurts your feelings a bit, but then the situation, what's actually happening, is that good. It's a positive thing that you're moving forward into this positive time. There's the world in your hand. It's a win-win situation. You've got the world in your hand. It's a gateway. There could be some, sort of feels like some education or something there, but again, it could indicate marriage, because we have these other cards indicating the marriage over there, or the union with somebody. I'm not going to go education. I'm going to go more to do with the coming together of people and a priest, sort of that sort of vibe. Four of Cups, holding on to your money. But I feel like you're holding on to it because you're trying to buy a house, or you're trying to buy a car, or you're trying to get money together to buy something. And here's a little bit of generosity coming your way, being it's the Nine of Pentacles. It's a bit of a lucky break. You could win some money, but if you don't actually win money, I'm just playing with the tarot here, by the way. If you don't actually win some money, you could definitely get, like if you're buying a house, you'll get it for the price you wanted it to be. You'll get, things are going to work into your favour. It's actually coming up with a little bit of money. And the money side of things coming into play, it's quite good. And here is the Queen of Pentacles, which is another good omen to say. I'll just put her over here. Another good omen to say that things are coming around into some luxury and a bit of extra money. You've got the Hermit, which is about inward thinking. There's the Seven of Swords again, which is that energy. Eight of Swords, the strength to get through it all, and the Devil. Go the Devil. The Devil in this one, I would say it's a bit of doubt. There's a bit of doubt because there's this inward thinking going on. So there's turning in and milling over things. I'd say this is quite a big decision. And the Devil's just a bit of doubt. And you've also got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is coming back into that energy of feeling trapped with your thoughts, and things are coming into play that are making you're worrying yourself all over nothing virtually. But at this point in time, until you get some more information. That's how it's going to have that little bit of doubt going in with the devil there, that sitting with that. There's just a little bit of negative thinking going on. Seven of Swords is somebody that is sneaking around and they're stealing your time, your energy, an idea you had. They're being sneaky, but you actually know that they're doing it, so they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you a little bit because the way they're acting, but at the end of the day, you've got the strength to get through the whole thing and get out the other side. So there's the Strength card coming in with that Sun card. That virtually lights up the whole reading, the Sun. So really bit of a full-on 2-week period for this, whoever's doing this reading and whoever's clicking onto this reading to hear this bit of situation. I'd be interested to hear in the comments if this actually felt like it aligned with somebody out there in their situation. Quite interesting little read. So I'm just getting some Making Magic. And we'll pop a few of these up for the word from Spirit. That's the one that flew out, so I've left it there for us to have. Alrighty, let's see. We'll go both. Okay. When three rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. So that's a good one for the Strength, that it's going to end up coming out the way you're wanting it. Successful career, get my mouth to work. A happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. Even though this didn't feel like a career reading, it could be what the news and celebrating was about. We'll soon see. And Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. So what will happen when you get through this period of time and all the ups and downs of it? You'll have learnt something else, will have been learnt from the situation and how it all played out in front of you. So that's it for this read, guys. It's a bit of a... hopefully it will be somebody somewhere out there will get something out of it, but it felt like it was a general read, but it was a bit of an odd one. So, okay. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by, and I hope somebody gets something out of this reading. And yeah, leave us a comment and let me know if anything comes about that suits this reading. I'd be very interested to find out. So, bye for now, guys. Thanks for popping in. Goodbye.